Okay, good. Right, so before we start, I would like to remind you, you have 3 minutes to speak. So I would like you to time yourself before you speak so that you don't exceed the time limit given. Okay? All right. So now let's start with the first speaker of the government side.
Good evening to the respective speaker, the cautious timekeeper, and also the member of the opposite team, and lastly, the member of the floor. As mentioned today, the topic of the debate today is are gadgets in the classroom helping or harming the students? We as the government side, we believe that gadgets in the classroom is helping the students. Before I moved on to my point, I would like to point out the meaning of gadget. According to the Oxford Dictionary, gadget is a small or novel um, tools or mechanical device, especially an ingenious or novel. So basically, we believe that gadget is helping and benefiting the students in the classroom. So my point is, gadgets really help with students in them for them to make notes. As we all know, in today's world, gadgets are really important in the classroom because gadgets makes it more easier and faster for students to take notes, especially in today's we it's very popular that students take note using their iPad or their phones. It's much easier that way and it's more neat. As And if you actually take notes using just regular um, notebook, it will sometimes you will lose your books, sometimes your notes are all over the place. But if you're using gadgets or devices such as phones or iPads, it's still there because you're using one devices, and you won't have to worry where you put your notes, where you put your maths note, where you put your English notes. It's there, it's just one click and there. And furthermore, it's more using gadgets in taking notes will make you have more choices and creativity for you to um, design your note according to your liking. So again, I am strongly believe that um, gadgets are really helping the students in the classroom, especially when they're taking notes. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Speaker A Government. But before that, Shabila, can I have your metric number?
Oh yes, 277
Mm-hmm.
355.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, so now let's move on to the leader of opposition.
After listening to what Speaker One said about helping students or gadgets in classroom are benefits to the students because gadget help students to make note. I disagree with this point because I think when some student they make note using their gadgets, sometimes it has some problems, technical problems from on the gadgets they use to note down their notes. Sometimes you will meet some technical issues that make your notes when gone, and your note that you are noted down using the gadgets will be gone and you will lose your notes. I strongly believe that gadgets in classroom are harming students because gadgets in classroom may cause harm such as health issues. Gadgets in classroom cause health issues such as bad eyesight and bad body posture due to long exposure. Many students nowadays are wearing glasses since they were really young, since primary school, and they got really weak eyesight. And due to close distance between the screen of the gadgets and the students, it got really close, the distance, and it causes bad eyesight to the students. And the students will feel blurriness due to the bad eyesight caused by the gadgets. And the excessive uses of electronic gadgets may cause bad posture because they are sitting really long and always face towards the electronic gadgets, which really causes them to have bad posture, like they're sitting really bad posture. So students might have bad eyesight due to users of gadgets in the classroom, and they have to wear glasses since they are really young, and they will have bad posture after sitting a long time in front of the gadgets, and they will have to face down their head, and it's really hard to correct the bad posture to the right one. So these health issues causes the students to suffer from a lot of health issues, and they will be feeling uncomfortable to sleep, and also to suffer from daily activities because of their bad eyesight and their bad posture. They couldn't comfortably to sleep at night because of their eye. It's really
Okay,
painful.
Wei Jun,
Yes?
can you conclude? Can you conclude? Time's up already.
Oh, okay. So I strongly believe that gadgets in classroom may cause us health issues and harm the students. That's all from me. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Can I have your metric number, Wei Jun?
277541.
All right, thank you. Okay, now we
Thank
move
you.
on to the next speaker, Speaker B from the government. Okay, so you are Speaker B, Farah Kamila. Farah, please
Yes.
time yourself, yeah? Please time
Sorry?
yourself. Please
Okay.
time yourself 3 minutes, yeah? Okay,
Okay.
right.
I disagree with you by saying that gadgets can harm us because I think we ourselves need to draw the silver lining on our own. We need to discipline ourselves and create the barriers that we should and shouldn't do when we're using gadgets, because we must adjust to the corresponding present time, because there are so many things that gadgets can help us. So we need to draw the barriers ourselves. And I think gadgets helps us. For example, right now, gadgets helps us making this class going smoothly, and it can help us gain more knowledge, because gadgets are tools that we use to connect to the internet. And internets are one of the unlimited resources where we can gain our knowledge. We can search so many things through internet. And also by using gadgets have one of those features where we can record our lectures during the classes. So we can, after, even though the classes are finished, we can listen to the class, rewatch the class, and maybe some of the parts where when the teacher says something that we're not really focused, we can re-listen to the class and study more on that subject or anything. Also, I think we can gain more knowledge because gadgets helps us connect to the teachers and to our classmates, like without knowing the location, without having the location barriers. We can connect with them anywhere we are, whenever we want, and we can exchange knowledge with each others, and we can also ask the teachers whenever we want, but not any time lah. But we can connect with the teachers and ask them personally. So I think gadgets helps us very much in the classroom because it gives us a connection towards everyone in our university or in our classroom. Thank you.
All right, thank you, second speaker government. So now we move on to the second speaker opposition.
Okay. I'm not really sure about your the speaker the point because if you say that you can record that you can use the gadget to see the record for the studies, but if you just focus in studies that the teacher teaching, so you no need use the recording, right? Then for the past generation, they also does not have the gadget, also can do it in very well. So I think in my opinion, I strongly believe that the gadget will bring some harming for students. First, because gadget will let the student lose in focus in studies because they cannot focus in when the teacher teaching. Besides, gadget also will make the increasing the case of criminal. How I say that because maybe the student will using the gadget to do the cheating in the examination. Also got some case that such as steal the phone or other that case will happen. Besides, I think gadget also will reduce the interaction for people each other. I think the interaction very important for people as a human. We need the most important is face to face. So if using the gadget, we will lose the chance to make us become more familiar or what. So in conclusion, I think that I still believe that gadget will harming the student because it will lose focus and will increase the case of criminal. Also will reduce the interaction between each other. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Speaker B opposition. So now we move on to the last speaker of the government.
Assalamualaikum and hello ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nosha Imailiati binti Iswandi as the third speaker. I have one point here that I have found, but before that I will continue our case in a minute. But first, let us have a look at what the speaker two of the from opponent team has said that she was claiming that we will lose focus in the studies. In my opinion, when we use technologies, tools can be gadgets can be very beneficial to the students learning in the classroom because um, when they have gadgets in the classroom, it will making the school more interesting. This this is because when they have gadgets in the classroom, this will attract the students to more focus on their studies. So their study will be more quality because they have gadgets and like speaker in my speaker number 2 in my team said that gadgets can help us making the class smoothly, and we can gain more knowledge by using the gadget in the classroom. In this, we can clear the effect of gadget doesn't mean will students, but be more attract to this to their studies. In conclusion, so ladies and gentlemen,
All right, never mind. She is having technical problems. So now let's proceed with the last speaker of opposition.
Good afternoon. My name is Eriko Yontoro. I'm here as a last speaker of the opposing team. The first one is I didn't agree with the speaker 5 because the gadget can help focus and quality while studying. The the gadget is get student more focused. It is wrong because if the student use the gadgets incorrectly for negative things and use not for the study, it will be wrong. The student can't focus in the study, and the student will be get confused while during the study. And the gadgets is harming for student because the gadgets can make our lesson not focus anymore, and with the distraction of the social media, we will see the notification about the other things in our gadget, and we can't focus in the study while learning. Okay, and from the first opposite team, I agree with the speaker 2 because the technical problem, it will make the notes will disappear in the gadget because we don't know sometimes if the gadget is getting wrong, it will make our notes and our idea, it will disappear, and we didn't have more idea. And for the speaker 4 from the opposite team, the gadgets can make the student not focus, and the student will not learning correctly. And for the conclusion is the gadget is have two different sides. It's helping and harming, and the gadgets helping the student because the gadget make the student easier, can learn everywhere, and and can increase our creativity. And for the harming is if the student can use the gadgets correctly. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for all speakers. So I will just comment generally based on the team performance. As for the government team, I think Shabila and Farah Kamila, both of you have strong points, all right, and good language control when you deliver, all right. The way you deliver were good, and then you are able to refute and present your arguments in a good context. As for the third speaker, Shahir Mayati, I think she is also good, all right. Despite of her connection, it makes because of her connection, it makes the flow of the debate interrupted. So I cannot really hear clearly on what she's saying. But as what she presented her point just now, I think her points were good and relevant. As for the second team, the opposition team, I think for the opposition team also you did a great job in delivering your points in saying that gadgets are harmful to students. Okay, as Wei Jun as the first speaker, in terms of content wise, I agree with you, but in terms of your delivery, I think Wei Jun you can improve more because you seem too nervous and it interrupts you and you keep repeating the same point again and again. All right, the organization is very important. The second speaker, Ko Chin Yong, I like your refutation, how you refute the government's side point. Okay, the way and also your points were good, but also the same thing as Wei Jun. I think you need to build in more confidence when you deliver. Because this government team, they have like stronger, like they have more confidence compared to the opposition team when they deliver their message. And the last was by Erico. All right, Erico, I can say your presentation was an average presentation, not good and not too bad. All right, you are able to give your points. All right, you're able to elaborate, but towards the end, I think you are a bit confused, because you are not. You are supposed to stand with your team opposition, saying that gadgets are harmful, but suddenly when you do the conclusion, you are saying on both sides. So I think you are confused on that part by concluding the government side and also your side. All right, that's all, everyone. Thank you very much. Shabila, please keep this recording because I will ask for the link here. For Shahir Mayati, are you there? Shahir Mayati, are you there? Shahir, okay. Right, everyone, you can leave except for Shahir Mayati. I need your metric number lah. Can you write me your metric number in chat? The rest you can leave here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yes,
madam.
yes, yes.
Ish.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, give your what's your metric number?
Ah,
Cannot remember metric number or what?